Here we go. Are we okay? Oh, yes, I'm looking at your screen and it looks like the volume meter is reacting accordingly. We are going into our first play already. Nice little trade. 1-for-1, Metzi getting on game. Captain Loftek taking out Ace. Metzi taking out Dohyun. Dave taking out Loftek from Hell, who unfortunately just had a little bit of a clip issue, you know, missed one too many shots and unfortunately was swung at an unfortunate timing. Is how it is. We do see Zombie and Dohyun.
No, and Cheese.
Oh, and Cheese.
Cheese is playing
Cheese
KJ
is playing
today.
Sentinel.
Oh, we got a nice trade
but
here.
they're cooking up.
Oh, nice job.
Unfortunately, not long enough. Dave is going to find Zombie on a little bit of health and kind of just tap him as they're exposed through the smoke. An unfortunate first round, but honestly, incredibly even. And that was something that has been a pretty consistent factor between our previous games with GFU. We're pretty evenly balanced teams. It more so kind of just comes down to strategy. It just comes down to, like, who ends up having the better plays and who's able to capitalize on their wins and losses to unfortunately turn things around for them.
I would like to redo my introduction because we apparently did not have audio.
Oh,
so,
yeah, that's fair.
Let me rehash what we were talking about. We are back from Labor Day weekend. We both hope you guys had a wonderful time. And we are going against GFU in a scrim, just introducing our teams to each other before the season starts. And we are on the Ascent map, just so you know. We do have a duplicate team here. Both have an Omen, Jet, KJ, Sova, and KO, and we are into the second round now. Lots of conflict already. The spike's been planted, and now we're trying to take back A site.
Yes, it's already kind of an interesting situation in terms of like the things that have been bought this game already, what weapons that we're using. The strats that we're trying to go for. We're already down one player from each team. Bolby now finding two. Seeing Ace look for that last one that they need, but Dave is going to take it from him. Finding that wallbang on Dohyun and finding another point for GFU. Now, this one might be a harder one to take for the Vandals. I did see some interesting buys if those were buys.
Okay,
but
we do have the traditional Vandal. I bet we have a few Marshals. I mean, not Marshals.
Well, I mean, considering, like, if those were Bulldogs that were actually bought and not just picked up from dead bodies, then, I mean, maybe we might, because I feel like the economy might be in a little bit of a weird place. As you can see, Game Captain is using a Guardian here as opposed to, like, a Vandal or Phantom, and either that could be because of personal preference or because, you know, he just doesn't have the money to support himself normally. Excuse me. Wow.
It looks like we're going to have a major push A site, but with Decoy coming B site, going to engage with Sova or cut through the center to flank, which could be interesting as RKJ, some cheese, is lining up there watching that mid lane. We have KO at that corner, and it looks like we're migrating towards B site here. Sorry, not us. GFU's migrating towards B site. They will have to cut through mid. Dangerous territory, but I mean, if they can do it.
But I like, personally, I kind of like the way that they're playing this. Like, they play as a group first off, but they don't, like, initially, like, commit to pushing a point. You know, they're kind of waiting for info. They have somebody go make noise. You see this. You see the flash into tree. Game Captain is falling backwards. You have the rest of GFU going in through the door. Have them only in the Omen smoke to push them away even further. Just kind of making some more space for them to make some moves.
Trapped
now,
in hell. That was not a great spot.
I'll talk about that later. Game Captain, unfortunately, getting taken out by Lightning and Ace. Taking out Dohyun, and Zombie's trying to find another one. He just can't. Getting taken out by Ace as well. It's an unfortunate third round for the Vandals. And
a flawless victory.
I mean, so far. But I can't say that, like, the rounds have been going, like, expeditiously awful.
True.
Yet. You know, I thought that on a Lotus round one time, and I was severely mistaken. And, you know, mishaps happen, accidents happen, and then we just forget they ever happened.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about it, exactly. But, like, for example, like, the issue with hiding in hell when you're getting pushed like that, for example, is it's going to be so easy for you to get swung like that. It puts you in an incredibly vulnerable position. Zombie takes out Ace. Metzi taking out Zombie for the trade, but Some Cheese takes out Dave. So it's like even numbers right now. Nope, that's not true. We have actually the numbers game right now, and Lofttech takes Lightning out in mid. Now, the spike is planted in B. Currently have Omen and KO trying to push up, trying to defend here.
And they're doing a good job of it. They're using those corners to their advantage.
Exactly.
It's great angles for them, but
High
not for us.
Crazy picks from Bulby. But Dohyun is unfortunately going to take them out. We're going to see KO moving to stairs. Metzi.
Oh, and Dohyun gets Metzi.
Finally. That's relief. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, most of our blunders from previous rounds were simply kind of just because of positioning and timing issues. Again, like when you're playing in Hell, you're going to get swung a lot easier. Like, it's a lot easier when you're just sitting there holding an angle for your brain to AFK. And if you're not ready for someone to swing you while you hear like 3 people rushing the site,
then it's
you're gonna die. Like you're gonna die. You're gonna get swung, and someone's gonna spray in your face, and you're gonna die. And there's nothing that you can do about that.
Personally, I don't like being camped out in Hell. Wow, that is a sentence that just came out of my mouth. Don't think about it. Anyway, I don't like being camped out there, mostly because I don't have a lot of mobility. I would prefer Heaven because of the high ground, but I also understand that both have their own exposing angles.
Exactly, and like even when you are playing in Heaven, like there are a lot of vulnerable places for you to get hit here as well. Now you see the knife here, you see the sonar, you already see the Omen Smoke getting hit on Heaven, kind of cutting some stuff up. You already see some quick encounters as well. Metzi finding a 2K, but Game Captain taking out the Sova. Dohyun also taking out Ace to try and even out the numbers a little bit here. We do still have an Initiator and a Sentinel on both teams, but we do still have the Omen from GFU, and having those extra smokes, especially after the ult, might be helpful. But
Some Cheese gets Metzi.
Some Cheese does get Metzi. It does allow them to clear out Hell, clear out other parts of the site. It does seem like GFU has planted for Wine there. Lightning does take out Zombie from Heaven, but Some Cheese takes out Bulby. Dohyun takes out Lightning, which oh yeah, they were at Heaven, and Bulby was hiding in Wine. They were able to use those numbers to their advantage to clear the rest of the site up, get that defused, get another point on the board. Looking really good, or at least a lot better than it did a couple of rounds ago. This is again is exactly what I'm talking about.
I would like to point out a good thing that's going on for both teams. First of all, GFU's making sure to plant every single round.
Exactly. And it's like, if you're able to get on, like they have these plays that are composed for them to be able to get on site. And once you get the spike down, like there's a lot of pressure on the defender team to be you play off site, you defend, you plant for a certain angle, you swing out when you hear it being tapped, all the normal standard procedure stuff. But it seems like the Vandals are actually getting a little bit better at reacting to those things.
That was my highlight for the Vandals. So I've been noticing that even when we've already planted, our retake plays are amazing. They're fantastic to watch. It doesn't always work sometimes, but that's about angles and timing. We're readjusting now and we're reacting properly. So we should see some shift, a more balanced engagements from
And we're already seeing some good kill. I mean, like, okay, the Lofttech play was a little bit of a blunder. Obviously, he was trying to use the teleport to get out, but, like, he was cornered. 3 people were about to be on site. Like, there weren't a lot of things that he could do. But we did see a couple of the Vandals get some nice picks that are going to help them in their offensive-defense round. Dave takes out Dohyun, but Dohyun took out Bulby, and Some Cheese took out Dave. Some Cheese also finds that last kill on Lightning for the KJ diff. Very lovely to see. They are going to be able to get down on site, find that defuse, and another point on the board. Now going 3 for 3, going in round 7. We're looking pretty strong, pretty confident.
So not only are we tied in points, they won 3 in a row, and now we won 3 in a row.
So now is it going to be this back and forth kind of situation?
I mean, I could see that happening, especially with GFU. We have a history with them. We understand their plays a lot better, but I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll just sweep. I can hope.
I can hope. We can dream. a person can only dream.
Looks like
right?
they're stacking A to poke and see if it works. Once
And that's kind of been their move. You always have the KJ turret planted for B main. You always have KJ either playing towards B main or playing in mid, while the rest of the team is trying to go towards A to see if that ends up being a better situation for them. And it's a little rough. Like, I can't even lie. You see the smokes coming down. The sonar's already down. You have some of GFU already on site. Some interesting trades going back and forth. A lot of action already happening on site. We're down 3. They're down 2. It's a little rough for us, but if we play together, if we play for the trades, we do have the KJ ult coming down. That is going to be very in our favor if we're able to play off of it right. Keep in mind, some cheese is stuck in tree on its own. Zombie is up in heaven on its own. He's about to get flanked. And if he wasn't able to respond to it, as, you know, he was picked off, they're not going to be able to capitalize off that KJ ult. Now, Lightning is still playing flank. Some cheese is able to get Metzi, but now it's a race to see if they're able to clear hell, which they are, but they still don't know that Lightning is behind them. Oh my god!
Cheese gets the 3
he
kills
did
to take the win.
That was beautifully played.
I have to say, I was shaking a little bit. My hands
I
were shaking.
was like, is he gonna like actually see that Lightning is behind him? He's been stalking behind him, but maybe that was the play, just having him trail behind, you know, get to a point where he's a little more safe, he has a better angle, and then just find the luckiest headshot of his life. I don't even know.
Those are the moves that I love Cheese for. Every single time we see that, I'm just like, that's why you're IGL. That is why.
There's a reason why, you know, we say your name so often, and it's not even just simply because, you know, he's an IGL or he's a captain or he's been the longest representative of the Vandal Esports or the
We're just singing his praises at this point.
Exactly. I mean, like, it's just like, but he deserves them. Like, really, like, with all due respect, like, there is a reason why he is still here. Now, okay, enough of the plays. It seems like we're seeing a little bit of a different play coming from GFU here.
A 2-3 split on B and A. We have KJ and Sova going B, Jet, KO, and Omen going A, but it looks like they're dropping back to join with B, B sites attackers. Oh yeah, they're going all the way back to spawn instead of trying to go through mid, which is nice because then we can not get caught up on the idea that they're going through mid and attack and engage there, and they won't be flanking through market. Right?
Well, something like that. Well, I mean, like, and something that's also a little strange about this play here, too, is that, you know, we did see the Sova Hunter come out and just completely miss CT. They think it's a completely safe play for them to take. Now, Metzi has taken out Dohyun, but Dohyun did find a pick on their own, so it's even trades. We do have some low HP. We do have the KJ coming out from GFU. So, I mean, like, playing defense here might be a little hard. They're playing in the smoke as well. Might see one of them step out here, but not sure yet. We do see a couple trades. Lightning taking out Lobtech, Zombie taking out Lightning, Dave taking out Zombie, Cheese taking out Bullet. Like, a lot of back and forth action. Some Cheese going on again with Game Captain finding that last kill on Dave to secure the round, get that defuse. Another point on the board. They're feeling a lot confident. A lot more confident, a lot warmer. And I mean, maybe this is because of a bit of a roster change. Obviously, this is a new year for GFU too. We have some new faces. We have Bulby. We have,
I think, Dave's new.
Ace is kind of new. Dave is new. Do we remember Ace?
Ace might have been on a JV team, or maybe they're on varsity, but we just didn't see him as often.
Dave is certainly new. So, and I think so was Metzi.
I remember Lightning.
I remember Lightning. I remember
Ace.
I don't know. Listen. Obviously, it seems like GFU's not looking too great. Obviously, losing 5 rounds in a row. It's like, and honestly, from the same things too. Again, like as you said earlier, GFU keeps going for those plants. Like as long as they're able to get on site and get that plant money, like that ends up being that ends up being something that they can benefit from greatly. But something is falling through, and obviously that's what we're seeing this timeout for. Maybe like they're able to make something work from after this point. Obviously you saw like the little bit of change in plans as they were going to A site or B site instead of A.
Yes, they start off on A site.
Yeah,
and then push B.
You know, like again, like, we're kind of just getting better at reacting to those plays and, like, learning how to play against them, learning how we're able to take their strategies and kind of use it to our advantage.
I'm loving the aggression that the Vandals are showing right now.
For
it's
sure.
not just confidence, it's confidence to move forward and the aggression to get it done.
Oh, Dohyun thinking he is tens for a second. I do respect it.
He was like, no, I'm getting out of there.
He usually, and that's usually a decent play if you're able to get the pick. Now they know that you have a Vandal. Or not a Vandal. Now they know you have an AWP. So, like, that makes you a pretty susceptible target later on. Dave takes out Loftek, I guess with a right click or something like that, with the classic. Zombie finds that nice little wall bang into hell.
We see that Hunter's Fury.
One more. There it is! Sumchi's also found one of his own on Lightning. Game Tactic taking out Dave. Sumchi's taking out Metzi. They weren't even able to get the spike down this time around.
We got
That
it.
is gotta be detrimental.
That's 6 rounds in a row. I don't think I've seen that for a hot minute.
I don't think I've seen that against GFU ever.
That's also true.
And I'm like, this is more so to respect, like, the way that GFU plays. Like, they take a lot of pride in their practice and their strategies.
And honestly, it works out for them for the most part.
But we have grown a
Yes.
lot. And maybe we're kind of just on a little bit of a buff. Because we
And
did
have a
kind
new
of just
coach.
play against a team full of peak radiance. So, I mean, like, this is not bad.
This is not that.
This is not bad.
Oh, wait,
Now,
wait,
Metzi
wait.
is slowly trying to peek out.
Oh, yes!
Walking
Let's go,
straight into
Dohyun.
Dohyun's crosshair. Getting immediately picked off from Cat. Very
we have
good pick.
another
Now, we
one.
do have the Omen smoke that's blocking off the market view. So it is going to make it a little bit hard. Dohyun is going to have to rotate. But that is a very essential pick, and you're going to see why later. Once they go for their offensive plays, as you can see, they're going into A right now. That is going to be a little bit harder for them to do with less people. Now, Ace does take out Game Captain from Hell. We do still have Omen on A site, though.
And they're rotating.
But you know, I think they're just going to call that okay. They're going to try and go for the fake rotate. I don't know if they're going to rotate through mid, or they're just going to go for the fake rotate back into A. But we still have the numbers there. We also have Lightning on the flank here on Zombie. If you see this, they're currently in our spawn, trying to go for the Heaven play. This could be detrimental if they aren't expecting it. Usually those flankers are something that GFU... Oh, never mind.
That was a slaughter. But they did get a hit on our Omen, so... Anyway.
No complaints. I think that was
a fine round.
Perfectly executed.
That was a great strategy on both sides. The fake rotate, because we were actually expecting them to move, but we all clumped together on A site, and then we were able to retaliate.
Exactly.
So,
and I
that.
personally, like, obviously GFU didn't know this, but I feel like it would have been better to just actually commit to the rotate. Especially because the timing was a little bit off. You know, like, by the time that they were back at A, like, they wouldn't have even been to B yet. They would have, obviously they were kind of running out of time. They had to make a move, and when the economy is looking this scarce, you do have to play a little bit conservative with both your numbers and...
Are we going to see another pick? We saw another pick by Dohyun.
Dohyun! Showing me wrong with these op plays today.
Jet and op. It's an insane pairing. It works.
I mean, like, I can't even be upset about it. Like, this is... Technically, that's a really good play. That's how you're supposed to do that. Now, again, they're going for these A plays. They're already down a player. I'm very much expecting to see something kind of similar to what we saw again. You're already seeing more of the Vandals come back towards A. Now they're retreating. They're going through A. But who is that in mid right now? That's some cheese.
That's cheese.
We see the
Omen
Omen
for them to come.
getting the smoke. In mid, blocking out market view. We have some of GFU trying to play through catwalk. Now, some cheese obviously isn't at the greatest angle, but we confirm the fake rotate. We heard the footsteps. They're going back. We're seeing the Vandals come back to A. Very timely, very responsive, very demure. Gang Captain and Zombie finding picks for themselves. There's one
Zombie
player
gets
left,
another.
and they're gonna take it.
That is a flawless victory for the Vandals. Looks like we finally matched them.
Round in the half.
And we're heading into round 12.
Now, I'm gonna say, you can very obviously see where a lot of the support from the Vandals is coming from. It's some cheese with 16 and 4 KD. It's
know.
Dohyun
With
the
11 and
really
7.
nice op plays from 11 and 7. Like, it goes to show, like, obviously, the rest of the team is getting a lot of important picks. There's a lot of, like, there's been almost team ace situations. There's been a couple situations where at least everybody gets, like, one kill, right?
Looks like they're changing up their strategy, going B site, stacking that way. They had KO do the decoy and is moving back to join the team.
Now
Jet moved on site first.
This is a bit of a better defense. Now, Game Captain already has Bulby down. That is going to be incredibly detrimental to their play here. Zombie already has Lightning down too, another strong player on GFU. They do have the defense, but we do see the Hunter's Fury coming out from
Spike's been
main
dropped.
site. Now Ace takes some cheese. Zombie takes out Ace. And Dave does unfortunately take out Zombie for the trade, but it's fine. We have a 3v1 situation going on. Now Game Captain might be at 30 health.
And he has the spike.
And
wait, no.
We
the
do have
spike's
spike
over here.
control. Yes, we have spike control because it's in B main right now. Dave's going to have to swing out and make a big play here. Now, was an easy kill on Game Captain, but Dohyun finding a nice little angle from Market takes out Dave. Finishes out the first half with a
9-3.
staggering 9-3 lead.
9-3.
That is never something I ever thought I would say. 2024, our year.
I am loving this new team and our growth from last season. Scanless as a coach has been amazing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like... And
plus
listen,
he
I
knows
feel
the team.
Scanless has the frontline experience, which I
Yes.
feel like makes him so viable as a coach for this team as well. Like, obviously, like, we know what they're going to do. And they didn't really make a big attempt to, like, change anything up. Like... something that Rogueview in the chat, for example, mentioned, it's like, GFU really, really likes A. Like, they... Oh,
yes, we are starting off pistol round by pushing A. They have most of their defenders in mid moving towards A, and we are moving on to site now. There's going to be a lot of conflict here. We have a KJ setting up defenses, so we're going to have to conflict that. There's a few of the defenders up in heaven, but we are planting.
Okay, lots of crazy action already happening here. We're expecting the flank. That's why we see Cheese going out into long. Now Ace is going to take out Going Captain, but some Cheese is going to take out Ace for the trade. Lightning's going to take out Loft Tech from Tree, but it's taken out very wonderfully by Cheese with the classic, getting a 3K for that round. Like, he's feeling himself. He's feeling himself.
Do you think he's going to reach for that 40K he didn't get last year?
We might see it this season. That's all I'm saying. We might see it this season.
Wait, what happened to his eco?
He bought a Vandal this round for some reason, which, if they're going for the play that I'm expecting, this could work. But if technically you're supposed to go for a bag round after you win your first round, right? Yeah. So this kind of makes sense. If this play works, this is going to help them probably take it to the full game.
I would like to point out it's 10-3.
It is, in fact, 10-3. Something that I noticed from last round, for example, is that I don't remember who it was. I think it was some Cheese or somebody was picked off really early in mid.
Oh,
and it happened again. Now, these are important, those initial picks. Oh! Nice one from Dohyun, unfortunately not able to find another one, and Ace and Bulby were able to find some for themselves as well. The numbers are looking even, but the plays are looking a little bit scarce right now.
It's fine, we're planting now.
Those early picks that we keep seeing from the Vandals are working really well in their favor. They have a less firepower to actually work with for these pushes, so it ends up being an aim battle. Now, obviously, I'm not expecting like the biggest turnaround in the world from GFU. They're playing with mostly classics and stuff like that. But, I mean, like, we could see something happen here. Do you see Ace trying to sneak up through long? Zombie's holding out very well, finds a nice little Nice little pick right there. Loptech takes out Movie from
another
stairs,
shot.
and Game Captain takes out Dave.
And it's a team ace.
Beautiful team ace.
Sorry, I was getting really distracted because I was so tense with the
Oh no, you're
everything
fine.
that was going on. But
You're fine.
Do we play GFU and ECAC?
I don't think we do.
I
I don't think they. I think
Maybe
they're pretty
NACE?
much only in NACE and NECC, but we are not playing in NECC. We're playing in CECC,
Yes.
which is different. So more information to come as we approach the actual season. So we will just see how that goes. Well, let's talk about the game. We're in the game.
We're in the game. We're 11-3. That means we are almost to match point. We took out KJ's turret, and now we're moving through mid, I believe, because they're responding. We might be doing a fake.
No, it's
no,
slow
we are not.
rotate. Now we do
It's
see
a slow rotate.
Now that is some information for GFU. Let's say that first, right? You did see the knife get destroyed in mid. We know they're in mid. They're keeping some position in tree. This could end up working really well in their favor.
Oh.
See that? See the stack? You see how Metzi and Bully were able to get some for themselves. That's going to be very good for them to get around here. Ace and Dave taking out one of themselves, but Loftek is on his own. He's looking maybe for an ace. Oh, and is able to find a lace wall. Wait.
He got
pipe down,
both of
pipe
the
down,
stack.
pipe down. We don't have the spike. It's still on Catwalk. He's looking for the kill on Ace, who's further on Catwalk. But he's kind of in a sandwich situation right now. I'm very tense. Very tense. I'm trying to hold. You see Ace trying to go for the jiggle peek. And he's able to find it. Wow!
Oh my gosh!
Loptech for the ace. Taking
Oh
another
my
round
gosh.
off of GFU.
That was insane plays by Loftek. A very tense situation he was put in, but he held through and he came out on top.
Now, I literally just noticed
Beautiful.
last round that Loftek was sitting at the bottom of the scoreboard 6-10, and then he just comes out with that. So, hey, listen, it's not over until the defeat screen's on your monitor. That's all I'm going to say.
Exactly.
It's not over
Exactly.
until you either see victory or defeat. Right now, we're 12-3. For those of you just tuning in, into round
is match
16. Going into round point, I think the economy from GFU is looking a little bit scarce, especially because, again, they're playing at match point. They're going to basically have to force every single round from
Oh,
here.
we're pushing B site.
Now
No
we're
one's
going for the
there.
B push. And this is why, because, you know, they kept holding A. Now, something that kind of interesting that we're seeing is that we're seeing Dave and Lightning try and stay paired together,
We
go
have
for the flank
Cheese
in
watching.
to, I
We're
think,
gonna have
CT?
conflict right here.
Oh, into Market.
Oh.
And Dave finds that nice pick, but
That's
Cheese
what I was-
finds a nice two.
Oh my gosh, that's what I was looking at right
Yeah.
here. Cheese was taking point on mid, and then we had their Omen and their Jet coming around through mid, trying to flank the Vandals, and Cheese was ready, and oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
an unfortunate whiff from some Cheese. Unfortunately, Game Captain did have his back turn, but we still have Loftek on the field. We do still have Zombie in backside. This could be
Everybody's...
We do have the sonar coming out. Metzi standing a little bit too exposed. Dave's going to look for a swing here. Do have the Molly trying to push them out of backside. They're holding good angles. Dave walks
Oh
right
my
into the
gosh.
crosshair.
And that is
Zombie takes out Metzi.
the win for Vandals.
Now that is supposed to be the end of the game. But I think they accidentally toggled the setting that makes them play every round. So I think we're still going to be here for a little bit.
We just won a map off GFU 13-3.
That's
I am so excited
listen,
for
that
this
was
season.
that is a
I am
bit of a
so
blunder from
excited.
GFU. I can't even lie. I mean, like, again, maybe this was our situation with like Red Bull last
Yeah.
week, where, you know, it was just like we have a new team, we haven't had time to really practice, get strategies
Definitely.
down. But I mean, to be
That was 13 rounds in a row.
that was so at least they didn't go 13-0. And again, like something that was mentioned to me when we were playing home ground last week was, was there a side switch or what happened? Oh, they really just ran out. Okay, well, it is what it is. I don't
know
what
what's
we're
going
doing. Me neither. I don't exactly know what we're doing here.
Sorry, audience. I have no clue what's going on.
But, you know, when we played home ground last week, When we
What?
played home ground, what?
What?
Yeah, they took a round.
What?
Oh, infinite. So they're just gonna keep going for a while. Okay. Oh, okay.
Are you
I
saying
don't know what a full game would be.
24?
Though. Okay. So we are in round 18.
Okay. So we are celebrated a little too early, but still.
Listen, that's technically a map win, so I'm still proud of that. We did see the Loft Tech ace as well, so I mean, like, whatever, man.
That was insane.
We got the content we needed. We're gonna end up in somebody's highlight reel.
I hope you guys clip that. We just work here.
We just work here. It's fine. Anyways,
Dohyun's pushing
we're kind of just
on
going for another
to
round
A.
here. I'm gonna try and like regain the momentum and energy that I had before, because technically we just finished a map.
It's okay.
What I was saying a little bit earlier is, you know, after we played the home ground event, we didn't go 13-0 in those, and like that was a way better team. So we've grown. We've gotten better.
And that's all we need.
That's all we need.
That was Hunter's Fury. Oh, yikes.
Ooh, unfortunate. Dave is taking out Zombie first with the Hunter's Fury, and Lightning's taking out Game Tap, and from it looks like Tree. Do have the Recon Bolt coming out. Do have the Omen Blind coming out as well. Oh,
Lightning
looking a little rough.
Oh, they're trying to wallbang through Heaven to get to Loft Tech, and
a nice little 3K for Dave there.
Thanks.
Now, listen, I think because they finished a full game now, I think the reason why you saw so much money on the board is that now they're kind of just playing like a normal plays scrim, you know? They have normal money, they're pretty much going to full buy every round, like it doesn't really matter. So now they're going to play with normal weapons, normal guns, and they're going to try and make normal things happen. Because we did win 13-3. So
yeah,
that was a thing we did.
That was a thing we did.
And I mean, I think a lot of that was mostly in part to GFU had no money.
True.
Like
Once we
pretty much for the entire round and that half, the second half that we went into, they just had no money, like at all. So
Get out of my way.
this is nicer to see.
But I would like to counter that point with the fact that we also started off with all 3 of the first rounds lost, and we didn't have that great of eco, and we took it back.
That's true. I think it's because after that 3rd round that we lost, we had the money, and then it just snowballed.
Yeah. Oh.
Technically won the game, now just playing out the rest to scrim and practice. Yeah. Okay, so that's
Dohyun
exactly what I
got
thought.
Omen, and Lightning got Dohyun. It is now 3-4.
Yeah, I mean, a couple uneven numbers for sure. We do have Metzi kind of stepping out. Oh, Lightning, the turret taking out Loft Tech. That's kind of embarrassing. Lightning taking out Game Captain, finding a 4K with the turret as well.
Wow, okay.
That is a little embarrassing. I can't even lie. That's, how you let 4 of your team... No, I think it was like the turret got a 2K. Like, what are we talking about? What are we doing?
I mean, we need to recalibrate.
I mean, it's fine. It's
fine.
like, it is a significant recalibration. I mean, like, if you really think about it, like, okay, we just won a game and now we're just like playing out. So we're trying to shift the headspace into let's just play like a normal scrim. As you know, we're trying to do here. So I don't know. Maybe by the end of this, we see Sumcheese end up with at least 32.
Oh, he can definitely get 32. We've seen him get 39.
That is true.
I just want to hit that 40 mark.
I just want to hit the 40.
I'm rooting for him.
Now, Dohyun is spraying it into the smokes here. The site is kind of locked down by the KJ turret and by...
now we're rotating.
Who was it, Ace?
Cheese does get... maybe. Nope. Omen teleported. That's what happened. Sorry.
Now, Metzi is kind of at an interesting angle as well. Now, I think he's about to push up, but he was hiding in this little corner behind the mid wall, the mid arches. And, you know, Sumcheese was kind of hiding right here. If he were to step out while Sumcheese was still standing there, obviously he would have gotten that free kill.
Cheese is waiting for him.
I think he hears him. And I don't know if that's just paranoia or, like, he's actually trying to make something work here.
All right, we're back at tree.
Lightning is scanned. We do see the alarm bot coming out. not triggering because of the smoke. Kind of nice. Ace finding that nice little heaven play, but he is kind of at low health as well. Like, he could be picked off super easily, and he is. Now, Dave does take out Do-hyun for the trade, though. We do have the spike down, and it looks like some of GFU is looking like a little rough in their... okay, Zombie kind of... Okay!
4K!
Don't hurt him now! Don't hurt him now!
I gotta say, that was some fast reactions, fast tapping from Zombie, and we saw some nice headshots there.
Now
and
listen.
we're 14-6.
That is the second time that's happened in this game.
Yep.
Not from Zombie, because the first time was the nice little some cheese 3K that we saw, I think, in the first half.
Where there were there was two people on heaven, one person.
And he was like, he was about to get squished if he didn't do something. Lightning was lurking behind through heaven. Like, the fact that that's now happened twice. Little crazy. Can't even lie. But we are like holding up really hard. Ace did take out some cheese, but through the smoke. Okay, Do-hyun.
Oh, wow.
Listen,
okay.
He's the jet that plays with the ops, so like he knows like they're gonna swing at some point. So I'm just gonna like shoot here and hope something happens, because something's gotta happen. They're gonna get eager. Bulby finds another
on Do-hyun.
Taking out Do-hyun from Tree. Do have the Molly blocking out the market push. That's actually very well played. The game captain is bringing that flash out. Now, Bulby is playing from, I think, our spawn or their spawn. I don't remember. Finding a nice little op pick as well. Loftech is trying to get some wallbang damage on. He's in a very tense situation right now. Kind of trying to play for the 1v3. Does get hit by that recon bolt and is unfortunately wallbanged because of that scan. So, I mean, like, is what it is. But hey, the round before it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that was wild.
I'm just not going to let that go.
I will say,
we just harp on that forever.
That them pulling out the, I think that's a Marshall, not an op.
No, that's an op.
That's an op? Okay. I'm working on it. We're doing okay. But I think because they pulled out the op, we might see the Vandals retaliating some way in their buys, because we're going straight Vandals.
Exactly. I mean, because it's not really like... It's not really a situation where, like, we can also op. I mean, we can, but it's just strange. It's going to be strange for us to play. We're playing from tighter corners, tighter positions. It's not going to be as easy for us to hold op angles as it is for GFU. This is why you're seeing most of our team buying Vandals, buying just normal ARs and stuff like that to, you know, get through a round.
We see some shots fired in mid, but it looks like we're pushing A. Omen's making his way over there with the spike.
Ace does swing out, take out Do-hyun from A main. Very well timed. I mean, he was a little bit distracted. And that was actually a very decent response to the timing there. I can't even lie.
GFU gets Loftech, Zombie gets Lightning, and Bulby gets Zombie. Nice trades here all around.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
See, you see what they're able to do when we're able to choke their econ in a normal match situation. Like, I mean, I don't know, like, what the statistical probability of like a steamroll like that happening, like in a normal match scenario. Again, like 13-3 is a little crazy, especially against a team like GFU. But you know, when they're getting into a situation where their economy's rough and we can figure out how to play them better, that ends up being really good for us.
It really does. Valorant has a lot of strategy in it, and if you don't play by a strategy, you're going to get bulldozed. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, here we see the Sova drone looking for some people.
See, Metzi, just for a frame, I don't know if Zombie saw them themselves, but we did see them step back in the market. Do see the Omen smoke coming back down as well. Now, Ace is playing deep in B main right now with that op, holding for absolutely nothing. No one is even close.
No one's
he doesn't
there.
know that, obviously. But I hope that he can like hear that things are happening.
Oh yeah, he's moving. He's
moving
probably
out.
gonna try and fly.
I'm curious as to what Ace is doing right here. Oh, okay. Lightning takes out Game Captain with the turret. That is gonna be a little bit rough for them to play against. And we do also have the Killjoy out with most of our team almost about to be captured by it.
Hopping out.
Do-hyun. I mean, a little scared. So, I mean, does make for good stagger potential for sure. It is a 2v4 situation after all. It's like it's like a game of
30
pickup chess.
seconds left.
Like,
and plus the fact that we dropped the spike.
exactly. So I mean, like, there's not a lot they can do. They have the spike control, so it's gonna be like, can we just like figure out where they are, go for like better angles? But I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Plus the fact that since
10
we're not
seconds left.
playing for any money or econ involved,
Yeah, it's just
Why
like
not do
normal
the push?
strategy.
Player standing.
Now
yikes.
that was a little played. I mean, like, I saw the vision. Obviously, time is running out. We gotta get a start on the spike. But like, obviously, it's a 2v4 situation. Like, they're gonna swing you,
I
buddy.
love seeing their screens and being able to see what they're buying.
It's that wasn't like great for them, but it's fine.
Yeah,
I think it's fine.
it's 14-9 now. Do you want to know what that means? Since we took our win, they've won 6 rounds.
Because they're playing with normal guns now. Because they're like,
True.
this is normal rounds for them. They're able to practice like actual strategy and not just
Oh,
get.
whoa, going for a serious wall bang right now, but
Okay.
not getting... Oh, nope.
Iron
Using
plays.
Ares.
Odin.
Oh, that was Odin? Ares is the other one? Okay.
Odin is like it sounds a little bit deeper.
That
You know,
checks.
Yeah. Also, oh, haha, hop down. So there's that. You have the sonar out. Oh, and the Odin out as well. Game captain taking out both Eights and Metzi.
Are we gonna pick up the Odin?
I
Please pick
don't
up the
think
Odin.
so.
It'd be funny though.
It would be funny, but I mean, like, we're trying to practice. You know how it is.
True.
Now we're taking a flash out. Do you see the knife? Taking out KJ somewhere. I thought it was going to be KJ in market, but it's Silva in market, so I don't know what that was about. Zombie is able to get on site and plant, is now just kind of holding site, hoping to find a pick here. Now game captain might just be... Oh, or not.
That
Oh,
happened.
yeah, there we go. Okay. So he was in a tight angle. He was holding for somebody in market. That makes sense, whatever. Now
But he was able to take someone out. So
exactly,
that was
and they
nice.
have the numbers now. Like, you know, Dave and Lightning are kind of just playing on their own. He was directly hit with that recon bolt, which I think was pretty
Oh,
interesting. And a
oh. Jeez.
nice little ding ding. Nice little ding ding.
You can press it now.
I've been waiting so long to do that. I didn't even need to do it there. Like, it wasn't just it wasn't
But it was
even
nice.
required, but it was funny.
And
It was a lot.
15-9.
Yeah.
So 24
So
rounds. Okay.
throughout
Are we
the
do
throughout the
one?
whole scrim,
Can we do another one?
Yeah, we did it for same map or different map.
yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
hearing the game
we
audio.
can hear the game audio.
audio
Yeah, you
different.
can hear them talking game. That's kind of
look,
fun.
Look at that econ rating.
Yeah.
let's try
That well, I mean, I think it's because like
The infinity they kept buying
yeah, they
after
kept
dying.
buying.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I
That's-
never thought I would see a number like that. Yeah, I was like, that's so interesting.
But 26-15 for Cheese and Dohyun at 19-18.
I wish I was
Those
able
are
to
some
look at the
pretty
stats
solid
like
numbers.
after the main part of the game, so I can
Right?
kind of see like how
Okay,
that
yeah, you guys
went
are
down. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, once they were able to like play with normal guns and stuff like that, they were
yeah,
just
we're good.
like, okay, let's like actually practice and do runs here.
We're going for a second map.
Yeah, bind. Which I think is more just for practice purposes.
Probably.
But
It's probably going to be the full 24 rounds again as well.
I wonder though if they're gonna like change the match settings so that it's just a normal map. But like, I don't know.
Who knows?
Who
More
knows?
practice either way.
Um,
All right, let's look at who we have here on Bind.
I
We're
was gonna
going
say
to be
something. I don't remember what I
defenders.
was gonna say.
That's okay.
That's fine.
We are going to be defenders once again. Game captains picking Gecko. We have Sky being played by Stupid Zombie. Some Cheese picking Raze again. That's a solid pick that I remember from last season being amazing. So can't wait to see that. Dohyun looks like they're going to go for Viper. I bet they are. I mean, it's a pretty solid pick for Bind. And Lofttech doing Brim. On our opponent's side, GFU has Bulby playing Raze, Lightning playing Brim, Dave playing Sky, Ace playing Fade, and Metzi playing Viper.
Now, there's a couple interesting things that I'm noticing about like each of their comps that I'm kind of curious to look at. Because you know, like having Gecko on bind is really nice. You know, having Wingman to throw out in the middle of plays to go handle the spike, that is all usually a pretty nice situation. but from GFU, Fade's ult is really good on either site, right? You do have the clear, you can block, and if you're able to hit the hunts and stuff like that, that could be like total area control for your team.
Just now, we had an appearance from our wonderful program director, Wayne, giving congratulations to the Valorant team on the first map won, and probably some encouragement for the next map to come.
Or something like that. I have no idea what's going on. We can't hear that audio.
We can't. I was just guessing just because. It's Wayne.
I mean, like, yeah, this is like a pretty normal, like, kind of thing. You have Sky for when you're holding B long and stuff like that. Throw the Hawk out, make a push. Throw the Dog out, make a push.
Yeah.
That's kind of just how that works. I mean, it makes sense. Now, do you keep in mind both
Hawk,
teams are playing...
Dog, and Piranha is Gecko. I'm thinking Sky. Hawk, Dog, there's a third one.
Or cabbages. Floating cabbages.
Oh, yeah. Her cabbages.
I wish they were literally anything else, but no, they're just cabbages.
Hey, cabbages are fine.
Yeah.
I like
no,
cabbage.
they're not. I don't.
I like cabbage.
I go into it thinking it's going to taste like lettuce, and it doesn't taste like lettuce. Like, it's just so,
Why
like,
do you
lame.
think it'll taste like lettuce? It's cabbage. They're two
but
different things.
It looks like lettuce to me. I see green, kind of translucent leaf. I think it's lettuce. And then I eat it, and I'm like, that's not lettuce at all.
Lettuce is a much darker green, unless
It's
you go
my
closer to the
same
core.
thing with zucchini and cucumber.
So valid for that, though. I like both.
I don't.
But okay, anyway,
Let's actually commentate the game now. Oh, okay. Kind of an interesting push coming from GFU. We were able to get the snake bite out for some damage. We are going to see this. Oh, never mind. Dohyun's not going for the offensive play, and I think that's actually a safer move to take than to actually do anything. They're just waiting till the rest of their team gets there, waiting to make like a more like official play before they actually go out and like do anything significant. Now, Lightning is holding elbow here. I think Dohyun and Zombie are going to swing together to make sure, you know, they're not picked off immediately.
Bad angle for, I believe, Bolby. No.
Oh, okay, kind of nice. A lot of this happening back and forth. We have Dohyun playing on not a lot of health.
Trades. That's what I'm seeing.
Now the smoke comes down. They are able to. They're able to take him. And they got that spike down, securing the first round. Or they're not going for the money. That's fine. What? Family friendly stream chat.
Please.
That's not true. PG-13 stream chat.
Let's do PG-13.
PG-13. Please. None of that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
There was a lot of back and forth in that round that had me
for
being
sure.
like,
I was like,
whoa.
what is going on?
But you know
like
what?
out
It
of
happens.
the storm clouds, I mean, it looks like, kind of looks like you can kind of see who were the strongest competitors in those last rounds there. You're also seeing most of the Vandals actually going for more of a save round than like a normal buy that you would do on your second round. Now this is what you do. You see the you see the Hawk go out, you go for your long push. I don't really know like if that was fully the move, but they made it work. So
Gecko's watching the Viper wall as Metzi's coming around, looking at those corners.
Dave DC
Whiffed.
That's unfortunate. We are going to see a tech pause after this round. I don't know what is going on, but some Cheeser got Lightning and totally did not biff that raise nade.
Totally
yeah, I see you shaking your cursor like you didn't do anything. We all saw it. It's fine. We have blunders. Now, they saw the pixel of Ace. We heard the bullet. Unfortunately, they're just tapped in the head. Nice timing from Zombie, able to swing him. Able to swing him and take out that Sheriff. Is going to look a lot better for him.
And looks like we're regrouping. Gecko's keeping an eye on site A, but is moving towards B now. Brim's joining up with Sky, waiting for Viper to come around the corner. And opponent Sky will be hanging back as the...
Nice. Good timing. Zombie taking out Metzi with the Spectre there, and Dave is just sitting in long because he DC'd. So.
Yikes. Yeah, that checks.
And now we're going for a tech pause, so we're going to see a little bit of sitting here and waiting for him to turn his computer back on.
So you guys get to listen to us talk. Unless they're going to go forward with the strategy, regardless of the fact that their teammate cannot contribute.
No, I mean, like,
wouldn't
they're
see that
gonna
happening.
reconnect. We're just wait. I'm sure they're
Yeah.
playing in the same room together in the same little lab. I don't know.
We could rehash the cabbage and lettuce argument.
I mean, that could be for later.
That could be for later.
That could be for later.
I would like to point out there's been a lot of trades this map. I'd like to let you guys know my opinion on the differences between Ascent and Bind for our team. There are a lot more corners, a lot more places to move. It's a lot tighter in the corridors. There's a lot more open space in Ascent compared to Bind, and that allows a lot more engages with very varied results. And I think that's the most significant difference from the gameplay we saw on Ascent in comparison to the gameplay we're seeing now on Bind. Though I will say we are doing a fantastic job so far.
Yeah. No complaints here. I mean, like, Bind has always kind of been our map. I mean, like, even since we first started stuff. So,
True.
I mean, like, I feel like the fact that we're performing this well is based of just, like, this is the map that, like, we're generally the most comfortable on, that we have the most plays for. We've worked out comps in pretty much this map. Obviously, in all of our other maps as well, but, like, this map in particular. It doesn't surprise me at all. But, I mean, like, again, we only got to the second round, and they had a player disconnect. So...
I mean, technical issues are per usual. We
Exactly.
have plenty of them. Not necessarily in Valorant, though it has happened in Valorant. Usually it's our other games. League. But it should be resolved fairly quickly. Yeah, see, everybody's ready for the match to start. We have them all lining up on A site and its various entrances, ready to flank Brim through baths and get to Gecko and Raze in the
No, we're
corridor
already
next to
seeing
showers.
it. Now, okay. The fact that he lived through that is a little crazy. It was a positioning thing. I think he knew how he had to grab it, depending on a couple things. Mostly just because of the fact that they're all holding that. So, like, if the smoke was already there, you're going to expect a few people to be at the smoke. And then just going for the ult orb is a little bit of a risky move.
Metzi takes out Cheese.
No, wait. No, he's cooking up. He's cooking up. Wait.
Captain gets
He
dazed.
does retreat, but he does get the one. Now, Loptech is just sitting right in the smoke. He's waiting for them to push, and they're gonna.
Oh, he
that's
did
the
get
nade.
one.
But Zombie took out Ace, and don't hear him.
Was that the Bulldog? Or
Guys, ears, please, guys. No, it's fine. I don't even think you could hear him anyway. But even then,
30 seconds
Lightning, sorry, has walked out of showers, and Zombie walked
Just-
pretty much straight into his crosshair.
yeah.
So that's unfortunate. I casted that wrong, but you guys
Hey.
know what I was talking about. We took another round. That's all that matters, right? Look at our money. Look at the money.
It's amazing.
Look at the money.
We're doing fantastic.
Except for some cheese.
Oh,
All right.
we have,
I was just informed by my producer that a prediction was started. I did see it in the chat, and I figured that's what that was about. Do appreciate the faith in the Vandals. Believers always pull through is
Yes.
my philosophy when we're doing predictions and stuff like that.
Oh,
Now again, they went for the ult orb.
why
they
are they
baited
thinking
them.
this
and-
work?
I don't know, but it actually, I think it was working as an opportunity for them to get a pick off because they can't see anything. But if they start shooting at the ult orb while they're grabbing it, they're able to know, like, okay, there's someone here. Let's just start shooting here and hope I hit something. And then they hit something.
That's a fair.
And I think their blind shots are actually working out a lot better for them. But I
But the thing
don't
is,
know.
we're responding to it. They
Exactly.
need to change up. Oh,
Some cheese just
Strike down
rocket
A.
straight to the face.
There's
Beautifully
the other
played.
raise.
Do the raise nade out. Loftech, on the other hand, sitting on site with 5 health, having to play a little bit conservatively, knowing that he is in a vulnerable position. I think we did see the raise hitting the flank, but Some Cheese is holding for the flank.
We are watching
wait for it. He's swinging. Unfortunately, walked straight into the crosshair. Unlucky timing. Was a reaction time dip, but now Game Captain knows. We have the Dizzy coming out.
That's one.
Okay.
Oh, Lightning gets captain, but we are now pinning down Lightning. There's Dohyun with the wallbang, and Lightning is taken out. Defenders win once again, and we are 4-0 on bind.
Pinning down, I actually really like that. Because, I mean, that's essentially what it was. It's like, okay, well, now everybody knows where I am, and I can't go anywhere, so...
I cannot run away fast enough.
I cannot run away fast enough for this, man. Which, I mean, unless he had a sim beacon, but I mean, even then, it was just like, okay, how many people are over here at this point,
They would just chase me down.
Exactly. Like, there's no getting out of that, which is
Especially
fine.
since he was the last member of his team left.
I think that was a round that they were willing to drop.
We're going to see the flash come around the corner.
The stereotypical Sky play. You throw the Hawk down long, see if you get some information, because they're going to start either shooting at it or they're going to shoot in response. You see the dog going up through Garden for the same kinds of reasons. Now, Ace does technically have the stronger weapon through a wallbang, but Dohyun has a judge and is able to take out Metzi going through Hookah.
Oh, we see Dohyun up there.
That. I think they are caught by the Haunt. They are also going to be sending out that Fatal, and this is what I'm talking about. If they're able to hit those Haunts, that's no vision and no hearing that you can kind of just use to walk in front of your opponent.
I think they're going to
Now, we also use the Brim ult. Bulby does take out Game Captain, but Dohyun takes out Dave. Lightning takes out Dohyun. Zombie takes out Ace. Lightning takes out Loftech. There's a lot of back and forth going on right now. I didn't have to say all of that. We did see the raise nade wasted as well. So now it's a 1v2 situation.
Yes.
Where Zombie is actually predicting, I was like, okay, they're going to go back to A. They went back to A, and now they're going for the defense. Oh, very nice. Unfortunately, the crosshair placement wasn't where it needed to be. Lightning was able to take out Zombie, and that was their first round for the game. 4-1 isn't looking too bad. I think the Vandals are still in a pretty decent spot with economy.
Oh, definitely.
I don't think they're going to have that big of an issue actually taking more rounds into this half. But I don't know.
No, I agree. Honestly, that was a setback, but I think we can change it up. Their real advantage there was the fact that they had the Fade ult ready, and it shifted the map in their favor. But now we're back to, we have a Viper ult, a Sky ult, and a Gecko ult. They have a Brim ult.
Which, I mean, we were able to use that for site control. Like, you know, they were trying to take site control. We found the counter of site control.
That's one. Whoa.
That was actually a really interesting play. We saw the Viper wall come out. We saw the Brim smoke come down. But they just pushed through it. They were like, we're just going to get whoever's standing right here and hope it works. If there were more people standing there, I think that would have been a lot more difficult.
We're waiting for that Brim ult to go down, but we saw that Molly dropped, blocking the entrance and pushing out the attackers from B side. They've already planted, so it doesn't really matter. They just need to make sure.
Has taken out Game Captain. See the Hawk Dog going out in the garden, finding the enemy Sky. But there's a little bit more going on there as well. Obviously, Loftech is able to find that one on Dave, but Ace is holding this corner here and is able to take out Dohyun. But Some Cheese finds two for himself on Bulby and Lightning, and Zombie takes out Ace from Garden. They're able to finish out that round, get that defuse out. Now, the round is exactly what I'm talking about. They have the money, and also apparently the strategy. Like, they just knew they're better with predicting the timings and stuff like that. It works really well in their favor.
I have to give props to Zombie for just knowing right off the bat, the round before last, even though he lost, he knew that they were going there.
Exactly.
And he responded, and that's fantastic playing. That's knowing your opponent.
And you know, actually speaking of knowing the opponent, like, I feel like even if, you know, Some Cheese has had a little bit more experience with GFU, I feel like anyone who knows this team more, it's probably got to be Zombie. I mean, like, he went to the GFU Grand Finals land as a pretty much complete rookie. He was brand new to the team. They had just dropped Blood or something like that. Blood or Scorpion, I don't fully remember. No, Blood was there. They dropped Scorpion. And, you know, Zombie was one of the new people that was on their team. They played in a local, very anxiety-inducing environment. But they probably learned a lot from that. And that's kind of what we're seeing here. Like, we see the timing diffs that are coming out from Zombie. You know, as well with the rest of the team as well. Like, they're able to make this work really well for themselves. Somebody's holding that angle, unfortunately getting wallbanged by the Bulldog. But it's fine. You see GFU
I gotta say, I love Viper just camping out in this little area for like a solid minute. They didn't move.
Somebody check his computer. I know Miles is not going to be very happy about that one. Sorry. I didn't say anything. Nobody click me. I will actually find you. I will make your life hell. But it's fine. Doyun with the judge once again taking out that short defense. And with the wingman running at him with the two people, that was very well executed. With the wingman running as like a basically human shield, and multiple people running at him, it's like there's too many things to focus on. You overwhelm him, you get that free shot off. You take a round, you get the defuse, another point on the board for the Vandals. It's just too easy.
I think we had 7 seconds left.
I'll teach them to respect their elders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have Cheese at 9-5 and Zombie at 8-2 with Dohyun close behind at 8-3. Those are our top 3 players right now. Looking good for the Vandals. And we are setting up a 3-2 split on defense. This will be the 8th round. Yes, 8th round. And it looks like the GFU players will be planning... Oh, wait, no. One player's rotating. It's going to be a 3-2 push on B and A. They're going to be testing the 2 sites, and I guess we'll see what's going to happen.
I need GFU to stop falling for the Ultor bait. They keep shooting at the Ultor when it's being grabbed. It's free information for anybody who's in showers, and if someone's behind them, they get a random spray pick. Like, that's just... You're just giving yourself away at that point. But I don't know. It's actually kind of working out in their favor right now. GFU is kind of in the lead with player numbers right now. They do see the dog get destroyed out of Garden, and Metzi is trying to fall back to the rest of their team while not looking too good in terms of health.
Yeah, that does not look great. They are a breath away from dying. But
nope,
they did
Sky
get healed.
I forgot about that. The Sky area heal. I think that's why they went back.
Oh, yeah. Is Sky using their ult right now?
Nope. That's just an ability that they have.
Darn.
Which I almost completely forgot about. Some Cheese did take out somebody. I forgot who it was, but whatever.
It was Wraith.
Oh, okay. Or, I mean, like, the player specifically. But
Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
now, see, we see the Thrash and the Brimstone ult coming out. I don't know if we needed that much. And I'm hoping that GFU was able to escape the radius of the Thrash. It looks like it. As you know, they're all still alive. We do see the Dizzy coming out. Some Cheese hiding in the smoke. Getting a free kill on the wrong person, but another one on Ace, so I'm not complaining.
All right.
Was able to find a nice 3K for that round. That Lightning did take out Some Cheese, but Game Captain followed up with the trade, and Loft Tech finished out with Metzi. I mean, like, that's just how it works at this point. I'm expecting nothing less from this team.
And we get a peek at their screens now. Just watching as they set up for the next round. Honestly, that was a pretty good round.
Yeah,
I am appreciating this entire scrim. It's going great.
And it looks like they're going to be playing through the whole 24 rounds from like the little dots thing that I'm seeing in the scoreboard. So do be prepared for that. I'm saying that to mentally prepare myself. But in an actual game environment, like, we're kind of cooking up. We're doing great. Now, Some Cheese is holding a nade. Throws the boombot out. Kind of normal. Did see the dog go out and stun him. That's fine. They know that people are in hookah. I think they were just leaving so that they wouldn't be taken out as easily. But I don't know.
Why did we switch just then? I don't
know.
Okay, thank you. I would like to see this right here, please. Oh, we got the flash.
Oh, beautiful.
Jeez.
Number
Whoa,
2.
jeez.
Number 3. Dohyun finding 2. Some Cheese finding 2. Throwing a nade into hookah. But the last person that they're looking for isn't even up there yet. It's Metzi. They're walking up.
Oh.
He holds him. Double Sheriff kill. What are we doing? Guys.
Not checking corners, apparently, because they could have just tilted their camera just a little
Just a little bit. They got a little bit too eager. That's fine. But we also got the wallbang, which is
Insane.
either really unlucky or, again, somebody check his computer. I love saying that.
Even though it's our team.
I know it's our team, but it's just like, oh my god, like the play was so good. Like, I think somebody needs to check his computer. Like, what's going on over here? But I don't know. I mean, it just goes to show like the stellar talent of this team, like the firepower that they're bringing into map, and against a team that they did kind of struggle against in the previous seasons. They knew what to do. For example, like every time that I talk to some G's about like certain plays that GFU did, like they knew how to react to them. But there were certain things that always fell through, or something that GFU did that they got the better of the Vandals, and that's how it is. Like, to see how we're performing in an environment like this goes to show
there's that
we've
Viper
really
ult.
improved.
But
the lightning does spray into the Viper ult kind of immediately, which is unfortunate.
Honestly,
is
but a
what it
valid
is.
response. It's effective. Now
Some Cheese is still holding down B. Kind of. He has some support with him as well in elbow and in CT. They're kind of just waiting for GFU to make a more significant move. We have Metzi over in A. They went for the teleport. That's crazy. I don't even think they were expecting it, which is why Metzi was able to take out Loft Tech, which is why Ace was able to take out Some Cheese. That is some significant firepower that the Vandals are missing out on this round. So this could actually be the start to something great for GFU. At least towards the end of this half, or towards the beginning of the next.
Or we might see a major reverse sweep right now.
That would be pretty interesting to see.
I'd like to see it.
I would like to see it. You would love to see it even. Do you see the Haunt come out? Not grabbing anybody. Ace sitting at very low health. Now the spike is down, and they're kind of just playing keep away. Obviously, in the 2v5 situation, it's a little bit hard to do anything significant here. Is caught by the tether. They're going to swing out, take out Ace, but they don't have time to grab the spike. We do see Wingman coming out. Is Bulby gonna... Okay, so I wasn't interested in seeing if they were going to take that, but, they were able to pull through.
They got those kill monies.
Yeah, they got the elimination money, and I think that's going to be incredibly important to, like, moving forward in this round. Again,
We full buyed again.
We still have money.
No,
look at how much money we have.
That's how much money we have.
Exactly.
That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
It was like, we are fine. It is 8-2 now, and we are headed into the 11th round. It is almost time for the swap, but not quite yet. We're getting there, and we are going to see a primary push on B with Viper, and I believe Brim's over there? Yeah. And then the rest of our 3 on A site, pushing pretty far ahead through, Baths.
Showers.
But Showers is over there.
No, Baths and Showers.
Okay.
Yeah. Loft Tech took out Metzi, and it seems like Zombie was also taking out Lightning from Long. You see Dohyun prepare to throw out the Snake Bite, but doesn't, which is probably for the better. They didn't make any shots. They were able to take out that Prowler. Unfortunately, with the deafening, like, it is a little bit hard to play around certain things. Kind of just wasn't fully expecting the race to jump out, I think, which is why they were able to get him out so well.
It's still 3-3, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, like, terrible. Oh, okay. Some Cheese missed, Game Captain missed one too many shots. Ace took out Some Cheese, and Loft Tech sitting on 11 health in a 1v2 situation where both of their opponents have a little over half health. Oh, they're caught by the Haunt, and that's their coat. Okay, well,
I mean,
was around. The spike's already down. They're getting some smokes down. I don't know where the smokes went. But as you can see, like, he's gonna be cornered once he swings this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was a round.
It was a round.
Going into the last round now of this half. Going in around 12. Looking pretty strong from still most of our Vandals. GFU still looking a little rough. They're having to force this round, but even then, the economy's not in a great place. You see Lightning, for example, going for the Vandal buy, but only buying Light Shield because he doesn't have money to buy full. You see Metzi going for the Bulldog, all these other things that might be detrimental to their performance this round. But, I've seen worse things happen. I've seen better things happen. So we'll never know. Some Cheese, I will say, did trigger that ult a little too early, is not able to capitalize on that, which is very unfortunate, as it could have been a round-turning play there. But is what it is. We're going in. We're seeing the ult come out from Bulby.
Dohyun
Is
got caught by the haunt.
But it is still able to take out
and
Lightning. Zombie.
Okay.
Ooh, whoa, okay, we're falling apart. Oh, never mind. Come on. Never mind. On my screen, it looked like Bulby wasn't even looking at Loft Tech, but I mean, like,
It could.
I think it was a ping thing, is what it is.
Yeah.
Now, again, 1v4 situation. It's looking a little rough. Most of the team is at full health now. Now, I don't know where the shield is, but looks like GFU's kind of finding a little bit more of their footing. Might see a little bit more swinging out. Metsy's trying to swing out. Did get some damage on Game Captain. Was able to swing out with the boom bot as it was being shot, knowing that they had that timing on him, and was able to take him out. So finishing the round off 8-4 is not incredibly bad. Not at all.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
And we are heading in to be attackers. Us as attackers, I think, is a better switch for us.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think the 8-4, that's fine. Whatever. It's not 9-3, but it's pretty close. You know?
Close enough for me.
Close enough for me. We're going into this.
A
Sorry,
pistol?
I know my mic isn't that great.
This pistol round, we have 2 classics with shields and then 3 ghosts. So looks like we're going pretty hard today. I see a little. Oh, what's that one called? Not classic. It's like a little tiny machine gun.
Frenzy?
Yes. We see a Frenzy on GFU with 3 other Phantoms and a classic.
Now, I mean, it looks like GFU did the same thing. They were able to use the smoke, take down the ult orb, and use that to their advantage. They didn't get any picks off of it, but they have some information now that they didn't have before. I think that was really well played. I think in the future, if the Vandals want to play against that a little bit better, they can just swing as they hear the ult orb, but I don't know. Now, there's some nice trades going back and forth between the Vandals and GFU. It looks like GFU is kind of pulling through.
Yep. As it's 4-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another 1v4 situation. This time with Lofttech, who we did kind of see clutch up before. In a time where it was completely unexpected. But we did
he was
see.
Surrounded.
Yeah, it was. And those are the kinds of angles that you want to hold. You know, just holding crosses, just making sure that you're able to cover another person and kind of just pinch them. But I don't know.
Yep. Oh.
And another DC. So another tech pause. What is that?
Marshall.
Yes, it is. Good
yes!
job.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, we're seeing another tech pause here because another GFU player had a disconnect.
Which is fine.
Yeah. I don't have a lot to say for this one. 'Cause it's not even like a proper timeout. This is kind of just like I'm sitting here. So.
Yep. I guess we can talk a little bit about what we're expecting based on what we've seen so far.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, they were able to take that first round on the defense. It could be, like, it'll be a little rough for them. I don't know. I was going somewhere with that. Kaz, think. Okay.
So far, we've seen a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, GFU again took that first pistol round. That's what I was trying to say. I was zoning out the entire time I was saying whatever I was saying before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GFU took the first pistol round.
They took the first pistol round.
This pistol round.
They also took the last round of the last half.
Yes.
So they're kind of on a points roll right now. Even with the Mojo reset of the next half, I'm pretty much expecting another round drop from the Vandals here, more simply just because, like, they're going to be playing with, like, classics and stuff like that. Like, there's not going to be a whole lot that they can do if GFU plays this right. Oh, no! Guys, don't yawn.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't you.
I've been yawning this entire time.
I don't know. It is what it is.
It is. And we are pushing on to A site. Whoa. we're spread out throughout the map. Viper and Brim are backing off from A site. We're going to mid, joining up with the rest of the team, deciding which one's better as... Oh, I guess we're choosing A.
Yeah. I mean, we're still trying to have to play this, like, really, like, careful. Obviously, Dohyun keeps taking a lot of damage and not retreating back to their Sky. Never mind, they're in B launch. Never mind. That makes sense.
Oh.
Samchi's taking quite a bit of damage as well. Dohyun also getting caught by the tether. And it's not looking too good for him.
We're trying to go through showers right now. Pushing forward. Oh no. Okay. Oh, there's that
Lightning
partial
with
coming
the swing
in.
out. Now he's kind of he's feeling good. Now Dave is able to take out Zombie, and Samcheese finds his 4K. I'm sorry. Lightning finds his 4K with his last kill being Samcheese. Something of what I was trying to say. Now this is supposed to be a more normal round. You know, we played for our eco. We're gonna be forcing a little bit up here, but we're gonna make something work. Especially because GFU, for example, is going for their bonus round.
Yes.
So even if they lose, they're still going to have money for the next round if they don't buy here. Which, you know, could be a situation where we see the Vandals take another round after, you know, losing a couple in between the halves. I don't know. Something could be happening here. I'm kind of just sitting back and waiting to see it. Now, the Vandals are kind of learning from their previous mistakes, for example. You know, weren't going for the ult or bait. Are able to throw that nade into elbow or something close to it.
Up.
Did see some damage go out onto Dave, it seems. The boombot going into elbow as well. Now, Dohyun coming out of hookah. The Brimstone Smoke's actually closing down elbow and making it a little bit harder for GFU to play too aggressively here. We were able to have Wingman get the plant. And now it's kind of just a game of conservative play. Again, GFU's playing on their bonus. It's going to be a little bit rough because of the guns that they're running right now. But they're going to have
swarming.
Yeah, but they're going to have money later. This is double controller. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Something's happening. Samcheese finds nice 2K. Zombie takes Lightning out. Now Metzi takes out Game Captain, and Samcheese finds a 3K. And Dohyun with that last kill.
Beautiful shot.
With the Sheriff on Bulby to finish out the round. Again, I mean, pretty much exactly what I thought was going to happen happened. Call me the prediction, go.
It is now 9-6.
Yeah, 9-6. Finally our first round of this half. And still playing with decent economy. I know some of us dropped from that last round, but now GFU is also playing with better weapons, not better shield.
I gotta say, Dohyun with a Sheriff is kind of scary.
It's silly, but silly.
Yes.
It's silly in a scary way, you know, if that makes any sense. Exactly.
It's so effective. I've seen him headshot people. Just single tap.
Exactly. Now, we have Ace pushing up really far for some reason.
Whoa.
I don't know why he's doing that. Oh.
Okay, that was a choice.
A choice was made.
Lightning takes out Dohyun.
But Lightning and Metzi actually find one for themselves as well. And Samcheese pulling out the ult. He's looking for something here. He's not able to find it, but is able to make a little bit more space for the Vandals. They're able to get the spike down. He's kind of stuck in the Brimstone ult, though. It could be a little rough for him. I don't know. We do have GFU coming back. It's 2-4. That leaves two opponents who are playing together for the Vandals to deal with on their own. We do see the Mosh Pit trying to block out. CT isn't able to take out the Prowler, but finds a nice raid transfer on. Oh, there it is. Game Captain looking for Lightning.
Yes.
And finds it. Samcheese taking out Bulby for the last kill. A nice little 4K coming out from Cheese. And taking another round.
Wow, that was.
Now I was a little curious in that play. I think something really interesting happens when GFU loses a round, like they did in round 2 of the half, or round 3 of the half. I mean, where you know, like we played our bonus, it's fine, we have some money. But not all of us are buying full shield. You know, we have to budget accordingly for abilities and stuff like that. And it doesn't end up working too well.
I would like to point out something that GFU did that I really liked this last round. When one of our players were trapped in the empty shipping container, I don't know what it's called, but it's right there. A Viper,
Tube.
yeah, the tube. Viper, Snakebite on one side, Prowler on the other, trap them in. That is a beautiful play, and I hope to see more of that. From
Ability
us,
combos. From
particularly.
us, yeah.
That'd be great.
But I mean, like, who needs abilities when you can just, like, shoot? Because that's kind of what we've been surviving off of for now. Zombie, for example. Look at that, man. I mean,
There
like,
we go.
who needs abilities when you can just shoot your weapon?
We've been using abilities, though,
I mean,
consistently.
yeah.
That's kind of what makes it Valorant instead of CS.
Yeah, but it's colorful too, you know? Guys, I know things. We're going into round 18 now. Looking
Of
at
24.
a nice... Of 24. You keep that in mind, chat. But, I mean, are seeing a pretty decent lead. Definitely not as big as a blowout as before from the Vandals, but still holding up some pretty strong competition. Nice trade!
Woo.
Second trade back-to-back. Is Game Captain going to be able to find this?
Maybe.
Come on, Metzi! Come on! He's looking for the additional swing! He has to fall back. He has no bullets.
Okay. Well, that happened.
Yeah.
Moving
fine.
on.
Yeah. Do you see the spike currently in Hookah? It's 3v4 situation right now, a little bit tough, but we have Wingman coming out for the guarding clear.
Oh. I love Wingman. He's so cute.
Lightning takes out Game Captain as the Viper wall comes down.
Oh, we saw a little jump peek over there by Lightning.
Oh!
Okay. That happened.
I'm going to need to watch that back a million times later, because that was crazy. That was,
I don't
crazy.
even know how that
I
happened.
don't mean either.
Okay, Dohyun gets Bulby, and now
okay.
it's 2v2.
Yeah, now the defense is looking a little better, I can't even lie. I mean, obviously, like, we saw Lightning, like, jump out from
a snake
behind
bite right on,
Tube.
right on the plant.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, it
we
is,
have,
but it's still funny.
it should stall if they're playing from A site, which it looks like they're going to, but I think it's going to expire by the time they get there anyway.
Oh, yeah.
We are holding Brimstone ult.
Oh, yeah, we do have that still.
And basically what I'm assuming is going to happen from here is
once they tap it,
yeah, once
he's
they
gonna
actually
be
tap
like,
it. Yeah, but we did also see the Fatal and the Viper ult. Doesn't matter, though. Something that I really like that they changed while I was not playing Valorant this summer. Oh, unlucky. But hey, Metzi was taken out by... Oh my... Wait! They still got the round! Because Metzi was taken out by the Snakebite, and they didn't have the time to go back because the Snakebite was still on the spike, so they couldn't go back and, like, actually get the defuse.
There we go.
We're better! We're better! But something that they changed while I wasn't playing Valorant over the summer and spending way too many hours of my life in Overwatch, was that they made it possible to see, like, pings and stuff on things like Clove smoke menu, on Brimstone smoke menu, on Omen smoke menu, that you couldn't see before. Which, when you're playing off of things like that, it makes it a little bit easier to see, like, okay, where's the spike? Now I tap. Like, I don't know. We do see this. Why are we doing this?
Oh,
wait!
okay.
Oh, it's
Okay.
working!
Jeez.
Why did it work?
It worked. It happened.
Okay, yeah. We're already on site, so that's fun. Do you have Lightning
surrounding
holding
Brim.
lamps?
Oh, no. We're surrounding
So
Brim.
this could be really tough, but Dohyun's better and...
Okay, Cheese with the 4K and Dohyun getting the last kill.
guys, I can't even lie. I don't think that was supposed to work, but it worked.
It did.
It worked.
It did.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I can't complain.
We
I
pushed
will not
through.
complain.
We confidently went with that strategy, and it worked because guess what? We had the confidence to do it.
There.
For sure.
Yep.
And now that's technically the end of the main part of the game. But we are in round 20 now, so we still have a few more rounds to play for this scrim.
This round and 4 more. Yep. There's that Dizzy. We're probably going to pick that back up. Send out a flash from Sky, and there's that grenade.
And the Boombot's going out into elbow, trying to clear things out. Yeah, I mean, this kind of makes sense. Seeing some cheese go for the CT ult again and not hitting it. But at least we got the spike down.
Oh.
Immediately seeing Dohyun step out of teleport to get a couple picks for himself. Oh my god, oh wait! Oh, he's cooking up!
Whoa!
Straight transfer god over here. Okay.
Game captain.
I can't hate it. I cannot hate it at all. You go, man.
Take a breath and do it again.
Take a breath and do it again. That's what I'm saying.
All right, now we're heading into I was about to say chapter. I've been reading too much. Round 21. Everybody's got some full buys here. We're looking at the stats. 27-14 for Cheese. He is
Might see the
rocking it
32.
right now.
Might see the 32 come through this game.
32 would
The
be
Haunt
nice.
is immediately
40 would
down.
be better.
I think it might be a little too late for that, unless if he aces
I know.
like every round for the
That's
next 3
probably
rounds or
fair.
something like that.
All right, we're going to have some conflict here. Dohyun and Gecko are a little too close together for this hype spot. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Also seeing the Thrash go out through lamps. It is destroyed, but it is a little bit of info for them that they're able to use now. Bulby. Oh! Shorty diff. All right.
But
And
we had the
Subcheese
judge.
is able to get the kill on Bulby with the nade as well, so it worked.
4-4, and we have the plant. It's, again, we're doing something.
Yeah,
no, never
Lightning
mind.
did
That's
find a
2-3.
2K for himself, but this is why the Dizzy's about to come out. Oh yeah. See Game Captain taking out Lightning. You see Metzi still trying to look for the pick. Obviously, it's like a little bit of a tense situation, but Zombie still takes out Metzi. Dave's trying to come out, and Zombie
Hits the last shot on Dave. We had that spike already down, and we are heading out with a win at 21 rounds, going into 22nd.
Listen, I think this time they were prepared to actually go for all of the 24 rounds, so they're not like having
What?
random blunders.
Yeah.
And, you know, actually holding up a pretty strong performance, you know, other than those first 2 rounds of the half. They haven't dropped a round since.
I know. That's 7 rounds in a row. Beautiful work from our Vandals, I gotta say. I am looking forward to this season. We have Metzi coming around this corner right now. Gonna be meeting Dohyun and Hookah. There we go. There's a snake.
Why are we doing that?
I don't know.
Oh! But it worked. Not for Dohyun, but it worked.
It worked for Loftek.
It worked for Loftek. They were able to follow up with the trade. It is what we like to see. Now, we do have one player hiding an elbow right now. I can't tell exactly who it is. It looks like a Raze. Enemy Raze.
Okay, we have...
Lightning and Ace holding CT.
We're just watching right now. We're watching that entrance. We know
Bulby
they're
and
there.
Dave holding elbow. Boombot getting destroyed. They're playing for keeps now. The spike is down, and all they have to really do is just play their role. And it kind of worked out. 2 for each. It's still a 2v2, but Ace is down, and Game Captain is playing at very low health.
10 health. He
And
has
marked
10 health.
and hit by the tether. He was hit by the tether.
Yeah.
That was the tether, man.
There's the defuse, and they win their 7th round.
Yeah,
Can't really complain,
maybe I
though.
jinxed it, you know, by saying that they just, yeah, it's fine though. It's
fine.
whatever.
We gotta get in the habit of not caster cursing again.
Ooh, I know. It's fine.
It's
fine.
But-
That's the spirit of the job, you know?
Exactly.
To
Anyway, it
screw
is.
over our players.
It is 15-7, and who knows how this next round's gonna go. We are going into 23 of 24, so regardless, we are going to win. Like, we cannot lose this map at this point. Not that we haven't already won it because we got to 13 first, but anyway, we are pushing onto B site. We have a Sky and a Viper on there with a Viper smoke, with a Viper bite too. Oh my gosh.
Lots of abilities being used here. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that, but maybe it'll work out for GFU. I don't know. I mean, they were able to get the defense. Metzi has their position. But
Dave.
we did see some pop in through hookah as well. So there's that. Whatever. They were able to clear out Garden. Somcheese is able to get that healing from Sky. And Loptic is just hiding behind the box, right outside teleport. Trigger discipline. I mean, like, it could have been played a little bit better, but they were literally just running past him.
They really were, and he got both kills, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah. And Lightning taken out by Somcheese, looking pretty good.
We're heading into the last round of this map.
For the scrim, anyway.
Yes, for the scrim. 30 kills. We're probably going to get to that 32 you were looking at.
Come on, come on.
You got this, Cheese. We believe in you.
Yeah.
And Zombie, Dohyun, I want... Actually, we can't go 32, 20, and 20. That's one too many. I want one of you to get to 20.
I believe it'll happen.
I think it can happen too. We're going to be pushing A side. We have 3 defenders against us, while Sky and Viper are back at B. And we are going to be pushing through showers, it looks like.
So a little bit of information for GFU. They, you know, they did through the haunt out. They get destroyed, is what it is. We also have a couple smokes. We also have the Brimstone ult, which I don't know why we're using this early.
I mean,
but
why
I mean,
not?
like, they
it's
just
the last one.
Yeah, they're like, I just want to get it over with. Who cares? And Dohyun obviously doesn't care. He gets that last kill he needs for the ult.
And we get that Viper ult and the Raze ult, and there's only 2 defenders left, and they're both the ones that were at B.
Now Dave takes out Dohyun. But Somcheese takes out Dave for the trade. Metzi takes out Loftek. I think we're going to see the Thrash come out from Game Captain, even though there's 1 player left. And Metzi is shooting at him. So at least they know where they are. They're kind of just going to storm him. Get that last kill.
13-7. I love how it says the original score that we...
Yeah, 13-7.
It was not 13-7.
But what did we finish at? Like 17-6 or 17-8?
16-8.
Oh.
Or 16-7. Oh.
17-7.
Interesting.
And he hit the 32.
He did hit the 32. Dohyun got to 19, Loftek to 18, and I think Game Captain got that last kill? Oh, wait, no.
I think it was the first. He was the last one to die.
Yeah.
Because I think what happened there was Metzi took him out, but then he just got stormed. So there was that. Beautifully well played scrim.
Honestly,
I think
so
obviously it's always nice to have some scrim time with an enemy team, especially some that have a little bit of beef with. But even if like we end up playing with them, this is a big learning experience for like later on. Because I don't know if GFU is playing Valorant and ECAC or anything this semester, but if they do, what they say.
Yeah, we're looking at the chat. We've seen a lot of good plays here. This was a great chance for us to work out, flesh out any issues we had with our own plays.
Not Valorant and ECAC. So we're good. But in a situation where they were playing us, this would have been good practice for them. Because again, you know, especially Lightning, from what I heard from the LAN, really likes to take pride in their ability to strategize with their teams, to be able to coordinate plays and eventually counterplay a lot of the plays that we do over the semester. So